But why I could not stop ever since I drank that drink. Ever since I drank, love you too. Ever since I drank that drink, I could not stop thinking about it. That nasty drink for your hair.
I sat and gave an inspirational speech to over 100 children about you, Floyd, and you ain't even buy the f***ing buildings.
I'm gonna ask you a very simple question. If Floyd was paid $250 million, which Forbes says he was, who wrote the check?
Floyd Mayweather's daughter has spoken out for the first time, saying her father has not been fully truthful about his financial situation. Now grown and confident in her own voice, she says she can tell the difference between what is real and what is being presented to the public. Her comments show that she is no longer just repeating her father's side of the story and is ready to share her own perspective.
Come out.
Floyd Mayweather is facing criticism once again, this time over reports that he purchased $42 million worth of real estate in Manhattan. Many people are doubtful, believing the claim could be a publicity move to stay in the headlines. Even some longtime supporters who once admired his work ethic and focus are beginning to question whether these announcements are more about grabbing attention than showing real success.
Floyd Mayweather lied about buying those goddamn apartments. You raggedy chimpanzee in the face. I don't care, Floyd. You pissed me off today, boy. Floyd, why the I sat and gave an inspirational speech to over 100 children about you, Floyd, and you ain't even buy the buildings? Baboon face. That's like it's like the gorilla from the movie Caesar. It's like they gave Caesar all this money. Should've never gave your Genesis, man. I told them dumb doctors, don't pick that monkey. Don't give that ass little. Don't pick him to give the Genesis to. Not give it to him, because he's not going to play fair. And they gave your stupid that Genesis serum, and now you turned it to Captain Monkey. Floyd. Floyd, you ain't buy the buildings, Floyd? Huh? You ain't even purchased the buildings, Floyd? You trying to compete with 50 because he bought a goddamn whole movie studio. He bought a whole property, an ex-plantation, and you had to go try to compete with that. But you lied.
Some people believe Floyd Mayweather is trying to outshine 50 Cent, who recently made headlines for securing a major film studio deal. Soon after, Floyd claimed he owned 62 buildings, a bold statement that many critics see as another attempt to stay in the spotlight. Detractors argue he struggles when attention shifts to someone else and may exaggerate stories just to keep trending. The more dramatic the claims become, the more some feel his legacy looks driven by insecurity rather than confidence. 50 Cent didn't stay quiet, saying Floyd isn't as rich as people think and accusing him of overstating his wealth to protect his flashy image. While Floyd shows off cars, private jets, and stacks of cash online, 50 insists much of it is illusion. The two have feuded for years, with 50 often mocking Floyd's behavior, and now, with the 62 building claim, his criticism is gaining more attention, reinforcing doubts that Floyd's fortune is as solid as he presents it.
Whether is he as rich as we think he is?
No.
So when we see the $1 million in the bag,
That money, light money. Like, he can get his hands on that.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't,
I need some of that light money.
Yeah. He is who he is. You
Right.
can't discredit who he is. Like, and again, I'll tell you, like, I don't mind, telling the truth in situations.
50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather were once close friends, often seen together enjoying success and supporting each other publicly, but their relationship fell apart over money. According to 50, Floyd borrowed a large amount and never paid it back, and what started as a personal loan turned into a serious dispute when 50 took legal steps to recover the money. Instead of addressing the issue directly, Floyd responded by showing off wealth on social media, posting photos with piles of cash and making big claims about his fortune, which 50 saw as avoiding responsibility. The friendship quickly turned into a rivalry, with Floyd appearing determined to outdo 50, whether through major business announcements or bold real estate claims. For 50, the real issue isn't competition but honesty and accountability, and their split shows how money, pride, and ego can ruin even the strongest bonds.
Yeah.
This looked like a friendship that was going to last a lifetime. What the hell happened?
As he was actually going into jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotion. As he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC. So technically, Floyd is a golden boy fighter. They built the whole show.
Yeah.
When he comes home, there's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign, where, you know, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying a new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that. When he finally does bring up the actual situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that. Like, Floyd, he ain't that, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, if they push me to a certain point, I'll mess up in front of everybody. Because it's just the way I'm brought up. Like, I never ran from anything because I never had nobody to go to.
Chael Sonnen recently spoke openly about what happens behind the scenes in Floyd Mayweather's fights, rejecting the popular claim that Floyd made $250 million from a single bout and calling that number completely false. Although that figure is widely shared online, Sonnen said it's a major exaggeration, explaining that boxing payouts often don't match the flashy headlines. He added that promoters and fighters sometimes inflate earnings to build hype and create the image of massive wealth. Based on his years in combat sports, Sonnen believes these big numbers are more about perception than fact, raising fresh doubts about whether Mayweather's fortune is truly as large and untouchable as it appears.
They attempted to tell me that Floyd Mayweather for one fight got $250 million. Now you guys can go find that. I've given you guys many gems over the years, and I have to sit back and sometimes go, man, some of my followers sure are stupid. Because I'll read in the comment section, and then you will tell me what Google said. like you had access to Google and I didn't. I'm coming in and sharing the behind the in the weeds that you can't get anywhere, that nobody else had the courage or the wit. And you tell me that I'm wrong because of what Google said. When you say something stupid, I'm gonna ask you a very simple question. If Floyd was paid $250 million, which Forbes says he was, who wrote the check?
Chael Sonnen doubled down on his criticism of Floyd Mayweather, claiming that Floyd's biggest real payday from a single fight was closer to $60 million, not the $100 million or $250 million figures often promoted. Sonnen argued that such numbers are routinely exaggerated to build hype and craft an image of extraordinary wealth, saying fighters and promoters frequently inflate earnings because fans tend to believe what they repeatedly see online. He suggested that these claims have helped sustain Mayweather's long-standing narrative of unmatched financial dominance, even if the actual figures may be far lower. Since retiring from professional boxing in 2017, Mayweather shifted toward exhibition bouts designed more for entertainment than legacy. He shared the ring with internet personality Logan Paul and later with John Gotti III in heavily promoted showcase events. While these exhibitions generated attention and revenue, critics viewed them as low-risk ventures aimed at quick paydays rather than meaningful competition. Once praised for his defensive brilliance and tactical intelligence, Mayweather now faces questions from some observers who feel these spectacle-driven matchups prioritize wealth and visibility over sporting legacy. According to that perspective, the exhibitions may have diluted the aura he built during his undefeated professional career, shifting the focus from championship excellence to entertainment economics.
He gets the biggest percentage of the purse, isn't it?
Yeah, but he can still get the biggest percentage of the purse.
Yeah, but Ricky Hatton's gonna want more. He'll want more. He'll want more.
He'll want more.
Yeah.
But I'm sure when they fought in their heyday, Floyd got more.
Yeah, of course.
So, you know what I'm saying?
No, but Floyd wants like 95% more. 90% more. You know what I'm saying? It's not like...
He's like 95-5. Yeah, that's how he likes to do it, innit? Because I'm not gonna lie, if Floyd fought Ricky, both of them now, catch weight 154, O2 Arena,
it will sell out.
Following their high-profile exhibition match, tensions reportedly escalated between Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather over payment disputes. Paul publicly claimed that he had not been fully paid the amount he was promised and threatened legal action, alleging that millions were still owed. The disagreement added to ongoing scrutiny surrounding Mayweather's financial transparency and business practices. Critics argue that repeated controversies tied to money, whether involving former associates, public claims about earnings, or exhibition payouts, have fueled skepticism about the true state of his finances. However, it's important to note that public statements from both sides have varied over time, and high-profile boxing events often involve complex payout structures tied to pay-per-view sales and revenue splits. As with many disputes in combat sports, the full financial details are typically confidential, leaving much of the narrative shaped by public claims rather than verified documentation. The situation further intensified debate about Mayweather's wealth, credibility, and whether his post-retirement ventures reflect financial strength or simply aggressive promotion.
Strong, huh?
Yep.
Millions.
Like over 5?
No, I don't think so.
Over 2?
Probably just under 5. Over 2. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa. Like enough for me to, like, pay me my fucking money.
Yeah.
You know? Like, how can he do that? I don't understand. Like, it's not held in escrow or some shit?
Okay, all right. Floyd Mayweather has been boxing forever. He knows how to allocate money really conveniently to make it look like it's an expense. He knows how to do under-the-table deals, cash deals, using my name and likeness without telling me he's using my name and likeness. He's actually being sued for it. There's a lawsuit actually in this state, New York, happening right now. He's being sued for... He took, I think, $10 million.
Floyd Mayweather has generated substantial revenue from exhibition bouts, particularly his high-profile event with Logan Paul. While these matches were marketed more as entertainment spectacles than competitive contests, they attracted major audiences and significant pay-per-view buys. Reports have estimated that the Mayweather-Paul event brought in tens of millions of dollars, with revenue driven not only by ticket sales and PPV purchases, but also by sponsorships, global streaming deals, and intense media promotion. Exhibitions have allowed Mayweather to monetize his brand long after retiring from professional boxing in 2017. Unlike sanctioned title fights, these events carry limited competitive risk while still capitalizing on his name recognition and undefeated record. At the same time, some critics argue that bold public claims about earnings and assets, such as reported statements regarding large-scale Manhattan real estate holdings, have fueled skepticism. Questions about financial transparency and promotional exaggeration have become part of the broader conversation surrounding his post-retirement career. Supporters view his moves as savvy marketing in the entertainment era of boxing, while detractors believe the spectacle sometimes overshadows the sporting legacy he built inside the ring. What remains undisputed is his impact on boxing history. However, debate continues over whether his exhibition-era persona enhances his legacy or complicates it.
For some odd reason, at the beginning of the year, Floyd Mayweather decided to tell us all that he bought a bunch of apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Everybody has found out that that wasn't true. Apparently, it's not that hard to figure out who owns property. This is not an indictment on Floyd Mayweather as a boxer. He's one of the best boxers we've ever seen. Anybody who is privy to Floyd Mayweather's antics outside of the ring knows Floyd ain't bought no goddamn apartment buildings in no Upper Manhattan, bro. We knew that when he told us. I'm not sure who Floyd Mayweather thought he was fooling. Nothing about Floyd Mayweather outside of a boxing ring says savvy. I'm sorry. This is the same Floyd Mayweather that 50 Cent told he would donate $50,000 to the charity of his choice to read Harry Potter. He bought $400 million worth of apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Come on, Floyd. The people who was living in them apartment buildings, the second they heard that Floyd Mayweather bought their building, they was on the phone with property management. Like, what's really? I will pay $10,000 a month, but I won't pay $10,000 a month to a nigga. Floyd, you can't just do that with Upper Manhattan apartment buildings, bro. Tell lies like that about the projects, man. You gotta do that to the hood, man. Ain't nobody going for that shit in Upper Manhattan, Floyd. You should have knew better than that, my boy. But then again, you are Floyd Mayweather. Oh, man. Anybody with common sense knew that Floyd was in trouble when he started doing boxing exhibition matches. I don't care how much you love making money. Nobody loves getting punched in the face. Nobody loves that. All of the best fighters, once they get the big payday, not all the best fighters, because some people are just psychopaths like John Bones Jones. Yeah, some people do like to fight, but they are crazy. Once they get that big check, all that fighting shit go out the window, bro. Nobody makes $1 billion boxing. Retired.
Shannon Sharpe has publicly voiced frustration over the financial controversies surrounding Floyd Mayweather. Sharpe's criticism centers on the idea that elite athletes, especially those who earn enormous sums during their careers, carry full responsibility for managing taxes, debts, and long-term investments wisely, particularly as independent contractors. He has suggested that repeated legal disputes and reported tax issues reflect poor financial planning, arguing that wealth alone does not guarantee financial stability. Sharpe has also pointed to the contrast between Mayweather's social media displays of luxury, cash stacks, exotic cars, and private jets, and ongoing reports of financial complications. In his view, that gap sends a problematic message, especially to younger athletes who may look up to Mayweather as a model of success. Sharpe frames the situation as a broader lesson rather than just a personal critique. His stance emphasizes that enjoying success is understandable, but sustaining it requires discipline, transparency, and responsible financial management. According to Sharpe, legacy is shaped not only by achievements in the ring, but also by how effectively an athlete protects and manages their fortune after the spotlight fades.
Is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the...
Floyd Mayweather has faced heavy criticism for promoting cryptocurrency projects that many consider misleading or risky. Alongside other celebrities, he endorsed crypto ventures without clearly explaining the potential dangers, leading fans to invest based on his reputation. When some of these projects failed, it became clear that Mayweather had lent his influence to schemes ranging from questionable to possibly fraudulent. Despite past legal consequences for similar endorsements, he has continued to back high-risk ventures, seemingly focused on maintaining his image of untouchable wealth, even at the cost of credibility. His repeated involvement in these promotions highlights a lack of accountability, shifting public attention from his legendary boxing career to exaggerations, questionable financial choices, and arrogance. From false real estate claims to misleading crypto endorsements, his pursuit of appearing endlessly wealthy has sparked legal and financial challenges, making his story a cautionary tale about how fame and influence can be exploited, often harming those who trusted him and leaving a once-respected legacy clouded by greed and deception.
Guess what? Mayweather is about to drop in 2 hours. And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
Be a part of history, own a piece of my legacy.
Oh.
And you can make money too. Money made, and y'all know the rest.
Do we? What is the rest, Floyd? What was that you said, be a part of your legacy? Which legacy are you talking about? You mean the legacy where just last year you created a different NFT project, collected millions of dollars, and then completely abandoned it and didn't deliver on any of the promises to your community? It's quite a legacy, Floyd! Now, his most recent NFT project, which is only a few weeks old now, is called the Mayweatherverse, which I imagine is a play.
That's a wrap for today's video.